Blake Lively is telling the judge not to accept any evidence from Justin Baldoni, and why the courtroom heat is only getting started. If you thought Hollywood drama peaked with movie plot twists, wait until you hear what's unfolding in the fictional courtroom showdown between Blake Lively and director-actor Justin Baldoni. Because the moment Blake's legal team walked in and essentially said, "Your Honor, we're not accepting any receipts from him," the internet did what it always does. It lost its collective mind. But let's rewind, because this entire situation feels like it jumped straight out of a binge-worthy limited series, complete with suspense, sharp dialogue, and enough legal tension to make even Judge Judy raise an eyebrow. And yes, we'll unpack everything. Why Blake doesn't want the judge accepting Justin's evidence. Why Wayfair Studios is getting pulled into this. Her legal team asks the judge to block any evidence submitted by Justin Baldoni and insists that Wayfair Studios is not allowed to testify against her. But what kind of evidence was Justin planning to submit? Why would Wayfair want to testify? And why did Blake's team slam the brakes with such confidence? Well, the answer is layered. Blake Lively isn't exactly known for weak strategic thinking. Whether she's producing films, building businesses, or navigating celebrity life, she plays long-game chess, not checkers. So, when her lawyers filed a motion saying Justin's evidence shouldn't make it through the courthouse door, it wasn't random. It was calculated. Here are the fictional possibilities swirling around this case. The evidence might be irrelevant. Courts don't allow evidence just because someone thinks it's juicy. It has to matter. If Justin's documents, messages, or recordings don't actually relate to the claims, it could be unverified. In legal battles, one shady screenshot can be tossed out faster than expired milk. If Justin Baldoni is the spark, Wayfair Studios is the gasoline. When Blake's team insisted that Wayfair cannot testify anything against her, observers collectively leaned in like, why? So why block them? Their testimony might strengthen Justin's case. Studios keep receipts. Digital ones. Organized ones. Time-stamped ones. And no celebrity wants those receipts going public if they're damaging. Wayfair is closely tied to Baldoni. So Blake's team could argue the testimony wouldn't be neutral. What information does Wayfair have? And why is it so dangerous that Blake's team wants it sealed away? Every legal conflict, celebrity or not, eventually boils down to one question. Who gets to control the story? And right now, both sides are fighting to control the narrative before it ever reaches the public. Blake's move to block Justin's evidence suggests she believes the puzzle he's presenting is either incomplete or inaccurate. If Justin's side can't present evidence or testimony, does he even have a case? A claim without evidence is just a monologue. Every public legal battle has two versions. The one filed in documents, and the one playing out in people's hearts. Blake and Justin aren't strangers. They've worked together, collaborated, shared creative visions, and likely had countless conversations behind closed doors. When collaborations go south, they don't just collapse, they crack slowly, like glass under pressure. That's where the emotional weight of this fictional drama lies. Maybe. There were misunderstandings. There were unmet expectations. There were creative disagreements. Someone felt unheard. Someone felt betrayed. The fans may be yelling, "Who's right?" But the judge is asking, what is admissible? Still, you can't ignore the emotional power that perception holds. And this leads to the next layer. Which side will the public support once more details come out? And how much influence will that have on the final outcome? Here are real-world lessons drawn from this chaotic fictional saga. Always document your work. Emails, agreements, text messages. Keep them organized. Receipts matter. Don't let emotions drive important decisions. When feelings lead, outcomes suffer. Clarity always wins. Choose your collaborators carefully. The big what happens next. And why everyone is watching closely. Right now, there are two possible outcomes in our fictional scenario. Outcome A. The judge accepts Blake's motion. Justin's evidence gets tossed. Wayfarer can't testify. Her side gains massive leverage. The narrative shifts instantly in her favor. Outcome B. The judge rejects her motion. Everything gets admitted. Every document, every testimony, every detail she tried to block suddenly becomes fair game. Either result sets the stage for an even bigger clash. This fictionalized situation between Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and Wayfair Studios shows just how layered conflict can become when careers, reputations, and creative histories intertwine. But now I want to know what you think. Do you believe Blake's move is strategic genius or a risky attempt to control the narrative? And whose side of the story do you want to hear next? Drop your thoughts, theories, and reactions below, because this courtroom saga is far from over, and your perspective might just be the most interesting twist yet.